Stop, don't put it in. It hurts, please. The secret that changed everything.
Welcome to Anonymous Stories. If you've ever wondered what really happens behind closed doors, you're in the right place. Here, we dive into the most shocking, jaw-dropping, and scandalous infidelity stories, real confessions from people who've lived through betrayal, heartbreak, and revenge. New stories drop every week, so don't miss out. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the month. I know we can do it.
In a lively compound in the heart of Lagos, two women, Mama Ella and Mama Peter, lived side by side. Though they had different parenting styles, they were best friends. Mama Ella was strict and believed in discipline, while Mama Peter was easygoing and rarely raised her voice. Both worked as traders, spending most of their time at the market, leaving their children, Ella and Peter, to grow up together like siblings. At 12 years old, Ella and Peter were inseparable. They did everything together: homework, sharing secrets, and playing in the yard. Their laughter filled the compound every day. One evening during dinner, Peter turned to his mother. "Mama, I need a phone. All my classmates have one. I feel left out." Mama Peter paused. "A phone? Don't you think you're too young for that?" "But Mama, it's not just for games. I can use it to study too," Peter pleaded, his eyes filled with hope. Mama Peter wasn't sure if he was ready, but then she had an idea. "If you come first in your class this term, I'll buy you a phone, but only if you truly earn it." Peter's face lit up. From that day on, he studied harder than ever. Even Ella noticed. "You're really serious about this phone, huh?" she teased as they worked on math together. "I'll prove to Mama I deserve it," Peter said confidently. When the term ended, Peter rushed home, beaming with pride. "Mama, look! First position!" Mama Peter hugged him tightly. "I'm so proud of you. I'll keep my promise." And she did. She bought him a brand new iPhone. Peter was overjoyed. The phone became his favorite thing. He played games, watched cartoons, and explored the internet. Ella often joined him, and they spent hours laughing at funny videos. One afternoon, as they were scrolling through apps, Peter stumbled upon something unfamiliar. "What's this?" he muttered, tapping on an icon he hadn't seen before. The screen filled with thumbnails of videos, unlike their usual cartoons. Curious, Peter clicked on one. It showed adults doing things they didn't understand. Ella leaned closer, frowning. "What are they doing?" Peter hesitated. "I think it's something adults do. I've heard older boys at school talk about things like this." Ella's cheeks turned red. "Should we be watching this? It feels wrong." "It's just a video," Peter said, though his voice was unsure. Still, something about the videos fascinated them. One led to another, and soon watching became a habit. At first, it was just curiosity, but it slowly changed them. They stopped playing outside and doing homework together. Instead, they spent all their time in Peter's room, watching in secret. The joy and laughter that once filled the compound were replaced by hushed whispers and guilty glances. One day, Ella broke the silence. "Do you think it's bad that we're watching these videos?" Peter shifted uncomfortably. "It's just videos, Ella. We're not doing anything wrong." "But what if Mama finds out?" "She won't," Peter said firmly, "as long as we keep it a secret." Ella hesitated but nodded. She wanted to tell her mother, but feared Mama Ella's strictness. As time passed, their curiosity grew bolder. Then one day Ella asked something that shocked Peter. "What if we try doing what we see in the videos?" Peter froze. "What? No, Ella, that's not a good idea." "Why not?" she insisted. "Adults do it. Maybe we'll understand it better." Peter shook his head. "I don't think it's right. What if we get caught?" But Ella wouldn't let it go. She kept asking until, reluctantly, Peter gave in. The first time they tried, Stop, don't put it in. It hurts, please." The secret that changed everything. Ella felt pain and told Peter to stop. She ran out of the room crying. For days she avoided him. Peter felt awful but didn't know how to make things right. Finally, at school, he found her. "I'm sorry, Ella. I shouldn't have agreed." She hesitated, then nodded. "It's okay. Let's just forget about it." Their friendship slowly returned to normal, until one day Ella surprised him. "I think we should try again." Peter stared at her in disbelief. "No, Ella, the last time..." This time will be different, she interrupted. Please, Peter, don't disappoint me. Peter's heart sank. He didn't want to, but he also didn't want to upset Ella, so he agreed. One afternoon after school, they decided to try again in an empty classroom. The school was nearly deserted. Are you sure about this? Peter whispered nervously. It'll be quick, Ella assured him. No one will know. But just as they were about to begin, they heard footsteps. Someone's coming, Peter gasped, grabbing Ella's arm. Panicked, they ran in opposite directions. It was the school's security guard on his rounds. They had barely escaped. That evening, Ella turned to Peter. We have to try again, this time at home. Peter hesitated. I don't know, Ella. What if someone catches us? No one's home, she insisted. Our moms won't be back for hours. Reluctantly, Peter agreed. They locked his bedroom door, ready to continue their secret. But just then, the front door opened. Peter, are you home? Mama Peter's voice called out. Peter and Ella froze. Their faces went pale. Footsteps approached, then a knock on the door. Peter, why is this door locked? They scrambled, trying to act normal. Mama Peter stepped in, eyeing them suspiciously. What's going on here? Ella stared at the floor, too scared to speak. Peter stammered, searching for an excuse. Both of you, sit down, Mama Peter ordered. Tell me the truth. The children exchanged nervous glances. They couldn't lie anymore. Slowly, they confessed everything. How they found the videos, their growing curiosity, and what they had tried to do. Mama Peter was in shock. Guilt washed over her. Had she been too distracted to notice? Taking a deep breath, she said, Stay here. I need to talk to Mama Ella. When Mama Ella heard the truth, her face went pale. This is all Ella's fault, she snapped. She led Peter astray. No, Mama Peter said firmly. They were both involved. We need to handle this together. Mama Ella's usual strictness softened into worry. What do? We need to talk to them and get them help, Mama Peter said. Together, they sat the children down and explained why the videos were dangerous. They spoke gently but firmly, their disappointment clear. After that, everything changed. Mama Ella softened her strict rules and spent more time with Ella. Mama Peter became more involved in Peter's life, realizing he needed better guidance. They also sought professional help, therapy to help the children understand why their actions were harmful. But despite their efforts, things were never the same. Mama Ella eventually decided to move to another state, hoping to give Ella a fresh start. As the moving truck drove away, Peter watched from the compound, feeling a mix of sadness and relief. He had learned a lesson he would never forget. Morale of the story: parents should be involved in their children's lives. Talk to them about safe phone use and teach them about the dangers of certain content. Phones can be useful, but only when a child is mature enough to handle them responsibly. What do you think? At what age should kids get their first phone? Let us know in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.